Welcome. You
Shut up. Welcome to a Knicks podcast. We're in the playoffs. We made it. Let's go. I don't want to hear from my brothers. I'm the only one talking. Start the show. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
You really are me, man.
Trying to speak or
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go try my ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low-key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them.
I called it though.
What you call?
Knicks are playoff bound. Let's talk about it.
Start it off first. Start it off us. What you think?
And this is huge coming from last year with a lot of disappointments. It's just amazing for the city.
It's
man.
amazing
This is just
for the
amazing for the city. Amazing for the city. There's nothing like Knicks basketball in the most famous arena.
Woo.
It's nothing like it. And being in the playoffs just brings a whole different energy that everybody in New York is waiting for.
Right.
Everybody in New York was waiting for this.
With that said, how do you feel like the matchup gonna be? Because you know who we going against. You know what's happening.
I like it. Seeing how well they matched up with Cleveland last week when they played. Jalen Brunson tore them to shreds. Him and Donovan Mitchell is going at it. But one thing I would say, being that Randall just got hurt, I think this is allowing Quentin Grimes to get in a rhythm. Over his last 6 games, he's been averaging 20.8 a game, 20.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know, so I feel like going into the playoffs, you're gonna need that other spark. You know, you're gonna need that third scorer. If RJ's having an off night, because he's supposed to be the third scorer, but we know he's up and down. So Quentin Grimes playing both sides of the floor. When he's knocking down shots as well. It makes up for it. So I feel like him being able to get in this groove right before playoff time is huge right now. It's huge.
Can they do it without Randall?
No.
Nah, I don't think so.
Is it confirmed? Is it confirmed that Randall will be back at the start of the series? Is he going to be missing some games in the beginning?
What they said 2 weeks, but they didn't say like reevaluated in 2 weeks. They said he'll be back in 2 weeks.
No. That's what they said. They said he'll be reevaluated. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks.
Right, but you also have to factor in that he's been out. He was out the whole last week, right? He's going to be out this week, right? And then you also have to factor in that the playing tournament has to go on first. So he has time to get back. I think he'll be back for the first round for sure.
Right.
I think he'll be back.
So what does that look like? What does that look like? What does that first round matchup look like? You feel like it's going Henny? What do you feel like it's going 4, 5, 6, 7? What you feel like?
I'm saying I feel like we took the Cavaliers' best shot and we were undermanned.
I mean, they were undermanned too.
Yeah, but the players that were out weren't
Jared Allen's an all-star.
I get that.
Okay.
But Mobley did what he had to do. I think it wouldn't have been no difference.
Okay.
To what Jared Allen does. It was a shootout. It wasn't like we was getting to the paint. it was a shootout. Jared Allen is irrelevant on that end. So
I don't know.
I think series like this comes down to who has the best player, right? I think we'll all agree that Donovan Mitchell is going to be the best player on the floor at all times.
No, I don't agree with that. But keep going.
The reason
I don't agree with that either.
The reason I asked is Julius Randle going to be back? Because it's going to be hard to replace 25 and 10 if he misses any games, right? At this point, Knicks is sitting at 5th, so Cleveland has home court advantage. So, even if he was to miss the first or second game, as long as they don't lose home court advantage, I think they'll be in a good spot. Donovan Mitchell is best player on the floor. They have Darius Garland, who is going to be a problem for the Knicks. Knicks had a good game the other night. Brunson went ballistic, as you guys can see in the highlights, but I just don't know if the Knicks could do that 4 times against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Chris?
Well,
Henny?
I think that. Oh, go ahead, Henny. Go ahead.
We're up in the series, 2-1. So we have done it more than one time. So we can do it four times to get to the second round. It is possible. It is possible. I do agree with you. Yes, Donovan Mitchell is the best player on paper, but that last game, Brunson was the best player on that court.
He was.
So I mean, 25 and 10 is hard to replace, but I think we ain't gonna go out without a fight if that's the case. Without Randle, I think we're well prepared.
Chris?
So I think Jalen Brunson has the capability. Obviously, it's gonna be between Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, who are gonna be the 2 best players on the floor.
Right.
I feel like Brunson just impacts the game more than Jalen Brunson. He does more. Donovan Mitchell, you're just looking at somebody who's gonna be getting buckets the whole game, But he has taken on the role of facilitating a lot more. But that was when Darius Garland was out. But I do feel like Cleveland is gonna struggle with being able to guard at the guard positions. Donovan Mitchell is not known for defense, and neither is Darius Garland. So I feel like the Knicks have the better defenders, for sure, which can rattle their guards, being able to guard them on the perimeter. But I don't see them being able to stop Brunson quickly. Just a guard lineup. You got Brunson, you got Quickly, you got Grimes. If he's gonna continue to stay hot going into the postseason, I think it's gonna be a struggle stopping them. And that's where they're going to have to work at. And being able to work on both ends of the floor gets exhausting. But that's what these Knicks guards do. They work on both ends of the floor. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they're not two of the greatest defenders. So when I look at the guard play, I feel like Knicks possibly can have the edge. So it's going to be real interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting because all it takes is an off night from Donovan Mitchell, and I feel like Cleveland is lost.
For me, it comes down to the bench. For me, it comes down to the bench.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Josh Hart, Quickly, you said it. Quickly, Josh Hart.
And Hartenstein.
Hartenstein's been playing amazing.
He can play at the top of the key. He can play point center.
They give him a couple of opportunities throughout the game to
run the offense.
They run the offense through him sometimes throughout the when the second unit is out there. They give him a couple plays.
And Cleveland's bench is atrocious.
Right.
Listen, Ricky Rubio may have something to say about that. Karis LeVert may have something to say about that.
Wade was cooking RJ.
Wade.
Oh my God. Not D Wade. Not Dwayne. I don't even know
Ozzy.
He is
Wade.
D Wade. It's crazy. He is D Wade.
Oh yeah,
he is D Wade.
Okay, whatever. He was cooking RJ. Crazy.
But listen,
I'll say this.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that in the playoffs. Only one I believe in is Karis LeVert. Everybody else, pack your bags.
Look, talking about
It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy to knock the Cleveland Cavaliers off. I'll just say that. They got one of the better defensive teams in the league.
No, it's not gonna be easy at all. They got the best.
They actually got the best defensive team in the league.
Holy.
But it ain't the guard. It ain't the guard play. It's when the guards give up a play and they got to send them to them Giants down there. That's what
exactly.
That's the thing.
It's at the paint.
That's the thing.
Right. It's at the paint.
Giants down there. It's the twin towers. Can Mobley contain Randall is really the question. And Randall's coming back off of an injury. How is he gonna play in those first? Them first couple of games. I do love the fact that the Knicks is a great road team. So the fact that the Knicks are 5th instead of 4th, they're not gonna get rattled like they did last time against the Hawks in their own gym, which was kind of nuts to me. But yeah, they're a great road team this season.
So the two things I have to watch is Mobley, because if he figures it out that he's capable of being a 25 and 10 player, the Knicks are in trouble. But also on the other hand, if RJ figures out that he's capable of being a 25 and 5 player, the Cavs have some trouble. So those are the key factors that both teams should watch.
The thing too is that Donovan Mitchell is not the presence of Donovan Mitchell makes it difficult for Evan Mobley to be that player.
Mm-hmm.
He don't need to be.
And yeah, he don't. Could be, like Showtime Tone said, like they're a great defensive team. And and at the end of the day, defense will win championships. So look, we posed a question this summer, right? We look at the Knicks, right? We try to figure out like how do they get better? What is that piece that they need to get better? The piece at the deadline was Josh Hart, right? That may propel them through the playoffs. This summer, who's that piece? Or what's that piece? Is it within? Is it without? Do we got to go get it? Is somebody just got to get better? Like, who do y'all think that piece is? Henny, you got the Knicks hat on, so you go. You can take this.
So, the only answer is a consistent player that can just get a bucket. And I know this might be a ludicrous thing to say, but it's happened before. The Raptors have done it, and they won a championship. They remove a top player for an even toppier top player. They got rid of they got rid of DeMar and got Kawhi. I think we should get rid of Julius Randle and get Cat Karl Anthony Towns. We replace a star with an even bigger star, and that could propel us to the top. He'll be consistent.
What you think about that, Chris? Go ahead.
I feel like that's a tough comparison to make. Because Kawhi was already a champion. He already had the championship experience. Cat has done nothing.
I agree with you. But Kawhi is a piece. He wasn't the leader of that team. Kyle Lowry was the leader of that team. They just needed the talent.
I get it.
Team. We just need the talent. Same situation.
I get it.
Fair assessment.
It's just hard to put Cat over Julius that easy.
I know. I said, it does sound ludicrous,
but it was easy to put Kawhi over DeMar DeRozan.
So who do you think is the missing piece, Chris? Who do you think is the missing piece? You think it's within, or you think it's somebody we got to go get?
I agreed with Henny with the part where I would say you need somebody that's a consistent scorer. So for me, I would be looking at someone like Zach LaVine to be like someone who could close games, make big shots, make big plays, and he's efficient at doing it. So for me, I know some of y'all don't agree, but I'm getting rid of the inefficient master, RJ Barrett, And
He's 22. He's 22.
his
What was you
his
doing
game
at
speaks
22?
his game speaks for itself. He's got a lot of work to do.
A lot.
Like he has a lot of work to do in order to become efficient in the NBA.
He's in the
And
perfect
I feel like you need to find someone that already has it. Zach LaVine is a bona fide scorer, like 25, 26 a game, shooting close to 50%, if not 50% from the field.
What if we can get both?
He's like that.
What if we could get the production out of two players? What if we could get the production out of RJ and Quentin Grimes? Right? What if RJ averages 20, right? Quentin Grimes, I don't know, I think he averages like 6 points or whatever the case may be. But like you said earlier in pod, like Quentin Grimes is balling, right? He's looking comfortable. He's now officially past
confidence.
82.
It was confidence. It's confidence.
Exactly.
So-
He's now officially past 82 games, right?
So to your point, getting the production from two players, yeah, it's still different from having somebody that could close out a game and win you a game.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, they could put up the numbers, right? But can they go out there and win you a game? No.
I think
They
JB
can't.
could be a closer. What you think, Tone?
JB can, yeah, he can.
Yeah, I think JB could be a closer, but I think RJ needs to be on a more concentrated role. He needs to come off the bench and just have one job. We gotta slow down with anointing roles. If I was the Knicks, the guy I'm looking at this summer, I'm probably gonna look at going to get Jeremy Grant from Portland Trailblazers. He's a free agent this summer. I may be able to pick him up without trading any pieces. They have cap space.
I like the sound
So
of that.
they'll be in
I like that.
they'll
I like
be in a
that too.
position where they get a versatile defender who can guard the Giannis's of the world, who can guard the Jason Tatums of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you move RJ to a smaller role to where him and Quickly are coming off the bench and just bolstering that second unit that they have. I just think something like that would work. And just overall, just amplifying that team. The East is strong, and I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. So, depending on what they can do this playoff run, I think will really push some of that stuff that we're discussing.
Boy, Jeremy
love
Grant.
that, by the way.
That's actually a
I
fire.
love that. That was so sexy. I love that. That was really, really
Yeah,
beautiful.
that
He
was
played
great.
with that hard too.
Free agent coming off. Oh my god,
Oh yeah, that too.
that's amazing. That
That's
was
great. But that's interesting though, because
Solid.
he
And
would push RJ.
He shoots 40% from three.
Grant.
That would
Yes.
have to push RJ to the bench.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Have
would.
to. Have to.
That would.
Or you could just with signing a free agent like Grant, you still can move him. You have the picks, so
True.
there's still space for a star.
Yeah.
Does Quickly move up next year though?
Wait, is
Move up
Grant
where?
really in like he's a free agent this season?
It should
23.
that Detroit contract should be up by now.
Yeah.
They gave him 3 years.
He should be an
Sorry.
unrestricted free agent in 23, which is this year. Yep.
Well, he got offered the extension. I don't know if he's gonna take it.
In Portland?
Yeah. He got offered the extension.
He can test the market. That extension means nothing. He can definitely get his money because he's
I'm
definitely
out of there.
a high profile.
Yeah, I'm
role
out of there
player.
if I'm him.
I'm out of there.
That's tough. Yeah, I'm out of there if I'm him.
I love that, Tony. I really do. That's
That's
the
nice.
answer. That's the
He's
answer.
a dog. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant might be the answer. Jeremy
He's a
Grant
dog.
might be the answer.
Because he can win you a game. He can still win you a game.
Oh yeah.
he could go out there. He could go out there and put up 30.
Bro, he shoots 40 from three off 5.7 attempts a game.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How old
And he
is
does all the intangibles.
He's
He's
29.
like 28.
He's 29. I mean,
All right.
he's accelerating the timeline, but I
I mean,
like
he's a
it, man.
vet.
Julius
Take
is
a vet.
27, 28.
Take a vet.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
I
Yeah,
like
I like
it.
that.
All right, so look,
Yeah.
we at the end of the season right now. How do y'all feel like the East is gonna shape out? We spoke about the 4-5 matchup, but how do y'all feel like the East is gonna shape out? I'm gonna pull up these conference standings real quick.
I got it right here in front of me.
All right, you got the right now. You got the Bulls is 10, Chicago Bulls is 10, Raptors 9, Hawks is 8, the Heat is 7. Let's talk about the playing real quick. How do y'all feel like that playing gonna go? 7, 8 Hawks.
Raptors are definitely gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. So this is
out
this
of,
is
out of that group.
this is definitely
Raptors
the
and the
core
Hawks.
team.
I think Raptors and the Hawks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
7,
I think
8.
Raptors and Hawks
So you
make it.
think the Heat is falling out?
Oh, yeah, right. So then the Heat will have to fall out.
The Heat
I
don't
think
deserve to
if
be in the
I
playoffs.
think
Yeah.
so, here I got an interesting take. If the Nets fall into the play-in, they're out of here.
Wait, but the Nets are on a 3-game winning streak.
Nets?
Nah, Nets are comfy.
Yeah, the Nets is on a 3-game winning streak. They're 2 games ahead of the Heat right now. Right.
But they
just-
do
I-
have
that's
the
why I
worst
said
10-game
if.
record.
Said if.
I mean, I guess.
If.
So I mean, all right.
If
So
they fall.
let's just focus on the 7 to 10, right?
All right.
So who between the Hawks and the Heat, who wins in that play-in? Tone,
The Hawks and the
Tone said he shouldn't even make the playoffs. Like he thinks they're gonna lose 2 straight games to get out of here.
I agree. I think the Miami Heat are lost. They as much as I love Jimmy Butler, they're lost. I think the Toronto Raptors are figuring it out, and I also got the Bulls. They're figuring it out too.
Oh, so
I think
you got the
Toronto-
Heat and the Hawks dropping out the play-in, and the 9 and the 10 Raptors and the Bulls completing the playoffs, the seeding.
Right. The last 10 games, the Heat are 5-5. Raptors 7-3. Hawks 5-5. Bulls 7-3.
I mean, we're gonna have to talk about this Patrick Beverly effect on these teams,
The
man.
Patrick Beverly effect.
I
They're
forgot about
they're-
him.
They're
Yeah.
playing very different now. They're playing very different, and I've watched
Yikes.
a couple of their games because my coworker's a Bulls fan, so I had to see.
Can they
see if
sneak
it's
into the
perfect.
play-in? I
They
mean, to the
definitely can.
playoffs?
They definitely can.
I
think-
just personally don't see the Heat losing 2 games.
I mean, Tone, I mean, you said it. I mean,
That's
I
that
don't think
Heat
I don't think Jimmy Butler's gonna let that happen.
Yeah,
It's not
I just don't think they deserve to be in the playoffs this year. That's all it is. They just haven't had a good year. They don't look good. The Raptors look like the
a lot of
hungrier team to
turmoil.
me.
The Heat
A lot of
getting a lot of
turmoil.
turmoil.
I think the
Now
Raptors
you got
match
pulling
up.
his hair out.
I think the Raptors match up with Boston or Milwaukee would just be more exciting. Like they have like versatile players that can actually match up somewhat with some of those players. You got Scotty Barnes, you got Pascal, you got OG, you got Fred. I would just look forward to seeing that game more.
Bunch of dogs.
bunch.
Maybe I push the Hawks out and bring Miami in, but you know I'm a little biased. I want to go to one of the Atlanta playoff series again, so
Oh yeah, you
I want them to make the
baby.
playoffs just for that reason.
What you got, Chris?
Oh, this is tough, man. So the only lock I have in the playing right now. All right. I got the Raptors and the Heat going.
Raptors and the Heat.
Miami, I just know Jimmy. When it comes playoff time, Jimmy produces. And I feel like he elevates his team to a whole nother level, even when you don't think it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
He makes noise. And I feel like he's gonna rally the troops and he's gonna get in the playoffs. Right. He only has to win one game.
He only
Right.
got to win one game.
Right. And you got to understand that this is when games are going to get gritty and physical.
Right.
Like the playing. That's when
Right.
it's going to start. That's what he likes.
I don't think the
So
Hawks
when
could
that-
beat the Heat.
I don't think the Hawks could beat the Heat either. Right. And I feel like the Hawks are going to lose to the Heat. And then the Hawks are going to lose to the Raptors.
But here's the thing,
The
right?
the Bulls can't beat the Raptors either. The Raptors, I think
Okay,
the
so the
Raptors
Bulls, not gonna make it because
no,
the right.
they're
So
not gonna beat the Raptors.
because 9 and 10
And-
play each other.
Right. So yeah, right, exactly. So the Bulls aren't gonna beat the Raptors.
The Bulls not
Then the
beating the
Raptors-
Raptors.
No. And then the
Okay.
Raptors are gonna handle the Hawks. So that's why I have them two filling out. And yeah, Miami's gonna beat the Hawks. Then the Hawks are gonna have to play the Raptors, and the Raptors are gonna beat the Hawks. So I have Miami and Toronto filling out those last two spots.
Miami and Toronto. Okay, I got Miami and Chicago Bulls filling out those last two spots. I believe in the Patrick Beverly effect. He's one of my favorite players for a reason. I think that especially in the playoffs, he's gonna keep his streak alive because he has a legit streak. But I feel like the Bulls is gelling at the right time.
On the table again.
Don't let him. Oh yeah, don't let him get on the table. Do not let him get on the table.
Oh, he's getting on the table if they get to the playoffs.
If he gets to the play, he might turn up. But yeah, man, I feel like the Bulls figured it out. It's gonna be a hard fought game, but the Bulls may just have a little bit too much. Levine coming on strong on the second half of the season. Like since January or February, something like that, he's been balling. Coming off that knee injury, with Pat Bev or whatever the case would be. So I got the Heat. Like I said, I don't think the Hawks could beat the Heat at all. They suffocate.
So question, I got a question. So between the Raptors and the Bulls, they're playing. Who's the best player on the floor?
That's tough.
Pascal Siakam.
It's not tough. Exactly.
Is it Pascal? Okay. All right. So
Yes.
let's say Pascal.
Did you see what Pascal was going bananas this
Let's
year?
just say Pascal is the best player on the floor, right? Cool. You still got a vet in DeMar DeRozan. You still got Levine, who's an outstanding scorer. You still have a healthy Caruso and a healthy Pat Bev, and you got a healthy Vucevic. I don't know. I think it may just be for one game. It just may be too much offensive power for them.
Yeah.
He's the only person I'm worried about. It's Vucevic.
Vucevic. Yeah, because he's going to not.
Toronto lacks size.
No centers. Well,
Yeah,
no.
size.
They remember they got Pachulia. Forgot about him.
Zaza?
Podal. Jacob.
Oh yeah, they do got Portal. They do got Portal.
Jacob Portal.
Yes.
I don't think they're starting him.
They making the playoffs.
He got the Raptors. I forgot about Portal.
You got Scotty Barnes guarding the wings. Man, come on, man.
You got Scotty Barnes and OG guarding the wings. I'll take my chances with that. You could put Pascal on anybody.
Nick Nurse is proven to be a defensive genius.
Yeah. They're making the playoffs.
All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I want to see them play Boston.
I want to see Toronto and Boston too. I do want to see that.
I mean,
I definitely want to see that.
Wait, so you got the Raptors going 7, and you got who 8th, Tone?
Who did I say was 8th?
That would only happen if
they beat
that
the
would
Bulls.
only happen.
It's either gonna be the Heat or the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, selfishly, I would want the Hawks to win, but
you just say that.
Looking at it from a basketball sense, I would want Miami to win. I think that would be a better series.
So you got Heat Raptors.
Heat Raptors.
So y'all both got Heat Raptors.
Yeah.
And then Henny, what you got?
I got Raptors and Bulls.
Nah, that can't happen.
Oh, they match well.
They're 9 and 10.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, they play each other, and the winner of them play 7 and 8.
Yeah, whichever one of them loses is automatically out.
No, it's 7, 8, 9, 10. Raptors are 8 and Bulls are 10.
Right. So 7 and 8 play each other,
So
right?
if the Raptors win, they move on, and then the
Yeah,
Bulls
but the
have to win
Raptors and the
twice.
Bulls,
No,
no.
The Bulls are out
Yeah,
if
the
they lose.
Raptors and the Bulls play each other.
They have to win. The Raptors and the Bulls have to win twice. Heat and the Hawks just have to win once.
Yeah.
No, the Heat are 7. You're reading it
I,
wrong.
no, no,
Or
no.
am I
I
reading
understand
it
what
wrong?
you're
No,
saying. You're looking at it as if how the playoff seating is, so like how one plays 8 and 2 plays 7. That's not how it is for the play-in. For the play-in, is 8 and 9 play each other. I mean, 9 and 10 play each other. The winner of 9
Right.
and 10.
That's Atlanta and Chicago.
No, the Raptors is 9 and Chicago's 10.
But what on my well on
So
NBA.com
the Heat and the
NBA.com.
Hawks are gonna be playing for the
On
7th spot.
NBA.com is something different.
Yeah, that's why this is something different. But they're 40 and 39. Or what's the record for the Raptors in Atlanta?
See, I got 39-39. Is that off?
39 and 39.
Yeah, and then and Toronto is 40 and 39. They will be 8.
The Raptors are 40 and 39.
Oh, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm reading something wrong.
Yeah,
I was on Stat Muse.
Yeah, they don't. That's not updated live.
That's not right. We got wrong information.
Yeah, so Toronto's 8. Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
So
Toronto's
Toronto's
8.
8.
Yeah,
Toronto's 8.
All right, so that changes things a little bit.
Still got Toronto and Chicago.
All right, so right now it's Chicago and Atlanta, right? Chicago and Atlanta is the play-in, and Miami and Toronto. So I got Chicago beating.
Also, not to change it again, but Atlanta is up 10 in the 4th against the Bulls, so they'll be 40 and 39, and the Bulls will stay the same.
Yikes.
So I don't know who has a tiebreaker with Atlanta and Toronto, but they'll be tied. So I don't know who goes where. So it's whoever has the tiebreaker.
Man, I got Miami, Chicago. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but that's how it's gonna happen.
Miami, Chicago.
Miami, Chicago.
I'm gonna stick with Miami and Toronto.
Y'all got Miami.
Yeah, I got Miami and Toronto. I don't know whoever loses this first game will win the second game. So between Toronto and Miami, whoever loses is gonna win the next game.
Yeah, it's up in the air, man. Because who knows how this is gonna end? It's real close. Because I think Atlanta's gonna beat the Bulls. The Bulls gonna stay at 10, and I don't know who has a tiebreaker, so they might go.
If the Bulls lose, they're out.
Yeah,
no,
it's over.
if they lose, they're playing today. They don't. If they lose today,
Oh, you mean today?
I mean, if they stay at 10 and they beat Atlanta,
the Bulls. So the Bulls.
But all I'm saying is the Atlanta Hawks.
Regardless of what, the Bulls are gonna stay at 10. They can't.
Yeah, that's
go
what
to
I'm
11.
saying. But Atlanta Hawks, I'm saying might go to 8, and it might change things.
Oh,
so
okay.
why does Indiana, Washington, and Orlando all have the same record, but Orlando's the only one that's not out of contention?
Because they probably don't have a good conference record. So everybody that they match up with, it doesn't work out.
I couldn't tell you.
And they all out of contention. They're not making it.
It's over for them.
Yeah, it's over for them.
Yeah, so everybody under 10 is out. So this is going to be the play-in no matter what. It's just, I guess, the seeding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
yeah. That's all it is. It's just seeding.
That's what I'm saying. I got the Heat. I got the Heat and I got the Heat. I said the Heat and the Raptors. I got the Heat and Chicago Bulls. That's
you know what it is.
Toronto
you know what it is.
Toronto and Chicago.
Toronto and Miami.
Toronto and Chicago. Oh, Henny got Toronto and Chicago. Okay. All right, look.
Let's see.
The Lakers are the 7th seed.
Woo.
Who would have thought?
Like of all
Can't
time.
believe that.
Me?
Oh man.
What you
Think
think?
Yes,
that
sir.
they're to think
Can I-
that they're a half a game behind the
Right.
reigning champs. Crazy.
So do y'all know what's going on right now? The
Oh,
Lakers
God.
are playing. The Lakers are playing the Jazz. They need this win to tie to tie with Warriors. But they got the tiebreaker. If Warriors lose tonight, they drop down to the 7. Lakers go to 6.
Mm.
Who do the
tonight's-
Warriors play tonight?
They're playing the Thunder, and the Thunder need to win. Utah don't need to win. It's 51-48 right now, second quarter. Utah do not need to win. They just need to lay down and let LeBron have this. But now on the Thunder, they need to pick it up. They need this win today. Where they
Nah,
at
Sounds
Thunder
right
like
do
now?
need to
sounds
win.
like hate. Sounds like
Thunder?
hate.
Thunder is 10 seed. Nah,
Is Wiggins in the lineup tonight?
I need.
Nah, I don't think
Thunder-
so.
I need
Nah.
the Thunder to lose because I need that pick. I need that pick. Also, if the Thunder lose, Dallas moves to 10.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, we need
Because they'll
Thunder
have
to
a-
lose.
I don't know.
Yeah, I need OKC to lose.
Yeah, Knicks need that pick. I ain't gonna lie to you, Henny.
Uh,
I ain't gonna lie to you, Henny. The Knicks need that pick.
Rocking a hard place. If I had to pick,
Bro, I want to see Luka and Kyrie in the playoffs, man.
yeah, me too.
I love Shai's game and all that, but I don't want to see that.
You want to see the Thunder? You
Nah.
want to see them 6'8" wings, like KD said, them 6'8" wings that he wish he had when he was on the Thunder?
Oh wow, that's what he said.
Mhm.
Is that what he said?
Mhm.
He said he
Yeah,
wished
sure
he,
did.
He said, and I quote, I wish I had them wings when I was there.
Mhm.
Why?
What about them wings and what about bro? What if they run
was
into what if the Suns run into the Lakers?
Let's talk about it.
You feel like all right, so Henny, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like LeBron and AD could lead the Lakers to the finals?
Depends on their matchup. So if I was them, I would stay in the play-in and go ahead and play Denver. Because I feel like they have a better chance of taking down Joker than taking down CP3, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant, and Booker. It'll be a challenge. So I think the play-in is the easier route. Funny to say, the play-in for them would be an easier route for them. And it depends on their route. They got to go to the play-in. They got to stay in the play-in. They got to stay in the play-in. Golden State wins tonight. That's how it happens. They get out the play-in. They play the 1 seed and they beat them, and it's an easy route. And they play what 3 and 4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They played 3 and 4, so they still run into Phoenix. Hopefully Sacktown takes out Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Hopefully Sacktown takes out Phoenix. No,
No, they'll be playing Golden
no.
State.
I like that matchup. Yep. So then it'd be 3 and 6 playing each other, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think Golden State beats Sacktown, and then they have to play. Golden State. I think I like that matchup.
What about you,
I think
Tony?
Isn't-
You think AD and LeBron can lead Lakers to the finals?
Yeah, why
I
not?
like I like them going through the play-in, getting that 8th seed, playing Denver, then playing the winner from 3 to 6, which is Golden State and Sacktown. I take Golden State. I think they match up good with Golden State. They're not as powerful as before, and I think AD playing like this and LeBron being the second best player,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna have a hard time. I think Curry's gonna be Curry, but Clay's not Clay no more. Poole,
I don't know what this guy's been watching.
I was about to say,
I don't
what
know what
have
you
you
read
been watching?
because Klay Thompson is definitely Klay Thompson again. Is actually they need
he's had his moments.
hold on, let me
He's
say
had his
like
moments. He's not the two-way guy that he once was. Yeah, he could still stand in the corner and shoot 3. That's cool.
Nah, but it's more than that.
He's not gonna
He
sway-
said
he's not
that's
gonna sway-
cool.
It's more than
He's
that.
not-
And
he's
what's
not-
gonna
he
happen?
won one.
It's more than that. I disagree with you. I think when the playoffs happens and then he's balling, it's gonna be like, oh wow, Klay Thompson's really back. Oh wow, he's playing defense. Oh wow, him and Wiggins is locking up. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see it. I'm telling you, you're gonna see
We
it.
saw it. We saw it last year.
I mean,
If it ends up that way, I like the Lakers in that matchup.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why the Lakers can't make it to the finals. The Western Conference isn't good enough to stop LeBron, right? LeBron averaging 30 this year, and he's 38 years old. The team's been one of the best defensive teams since the trade deadline, and I think everything's queued up for them.
He's averaging 30, not the best player on the team.
That's true. That's true.
Like the matchup.
So LeBron's in a good spot. I think they make it to the playoffs. They go through their whole play-in journey and get Denver maybe in the first round or Memphis in the first round. I think they'll be confident going into those series. They've been looking good the last few weeks. AD's playing like an MVP candidate, and the team again has been playing great defensively. D'Lo, AD, LeBron, I'll take my chances against anyone.
Vanderbilt.
I didn't even mention that guy. That's a defensive
Austin.
stopper.
The
Playing like a
emergence of
stud.
Austin Reeves.
Woo.
Yep.
so how do y'all feel
what
like?
LeBron, you know what LeBron do with these random late round picks? He gets him a contract. He's getting paid. Also, he's getting paid by another team.
So how is it gonna shape out? What's gonna happen?
Let's look at it. Let's look at it.
Golden State going to the finals.
Amen. Amen.
You
Amen,
could
brother.
You could book it today, April 4th.
So you don't. So you're not worried. So why? Because what? Why do you say that?
They're the Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr is their coach. They got the same team they had last year when they won the chip.
That's true.
I mean, they don't got Otto Porter, and they don't got that elite passing shooting center.
Center? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Otto Porter, probably played 10 minutes a game, and they got Dante DiVincenzo. And I think you're talking about Belly. He probably played like 5 minutes. So
if they run into the Milwaukee Bucks, they're toast.
Yeah, I said to the finals. I didn't say win the championship.
Okay.
Yeah, I made that very clear. I think I don't think that they could be any of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Boston, Milwaukee. My pick to come out of the East is Philly.
How you think they match up with a fully healthy Knicks?
What?
Just asking.
Who the
How
Warriors?
do I think Golden State would match up with a fully healthy Knicks? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that.
You talking about the summer league team? That starts in July. Oh my god, I can't even imagine that. I don't even let myself think that far. You are nuts. This guy said, "How do you think they'll match up?" What?
I'm just asking.
No idea. No idea. Let's try on 2K. Let's see what happens. That's all the time now. I think that would happen. 2023. Listen. Do you believe in magic?
I personally think Dallas is gonna knock. I think Dallas is gonna get their foot in the door. And I wouldn't want to see Dallas.
I would. They don't play defense.
At all. And Luka says it too. Luka, not only does he miss Jalen Brunson, he also says his team is horrible on defense.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would love to play Dallas in the first round.
Right.
Oh no! I wasn't talking about first round. I meant the playing. Like I was see Dallas in the playing.
So
Yeah,
wait,
playing
who do you think,
anything can happen.
who do y'all think
Right,
will
that's
get
what
the
I'm saying.
7 and 8 seed in the playing for the West?
I'm gonna give it to the Lakers, obviously, and then I'm gonna give it to Minnesota because I just can't, I feel bad for them for giving up all that and then to not make the play, not get out the play in. I just hope it don't turn back. That's just me being feeling pity for them.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just being pity, but
So you think the Pelicans fall out?
Yeah, I think Pelicans fall out.
Zion's supposed to be coming back before the season's over, wasn't he?
Nah, they just reported today.
They updated it. They updated it. Wait, they updated it. They said they don't know when he's coming back.
Oh, he's done
oh
for the season.
Man,
That's
another
tough.
year missed. Wow.
So I don't got the and the Pelicans was Chris's sleeper team.
Don't worry, I got the film.
So yeah, I mean, I got the Lakers.
That was contingent on Zion's availability.
I mean, it's always contingent on health. You know what
exactly.
I gotta agree with my
I love being
bring up my Knicks facts. You heard?
All right, bro. We was there earlier.
Yeah, bring your dad up.
I got the Lakers and Minnesota. I agree. And here's some crazy things that I think that's gonna happen in this playoff. I think
this plane is tight.
Listen, I think that Denver, hot take. It's a hot take. This is hot. This is super hot. And listen, this is just a feeling, right? Like this is one of those, you know what I mean? So I got the Suns losing in the first round.
Yeah, you on your own.
To the Clippers.
Yeah, with no PG, you on your own.
PG coming back.
No PG. I had Clippers in the finals.
PG's gonna be out for a little bit.
I gotta know where PG is at.
PG, you don't think PG gonna come back in 2 weeks?
No, I don't.
He got 10 days.
His injury was bad. That didn't look good.
You taking PG and Kawhi over Devin Booker and KD?
They're gonna lose in the first round, and then
he just wants to say this, so if it happens, he could be the man. That's why he's saying it.
It don't make no sense.
He does not believe that.
It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
I don't believe that.
I don't got no real reason. I don't got no real reason. This guy, KD looks amazing. He looks great. I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo,
bench play. Just say it. It's that bench play. They need a bench.
It is the bench play, but KD looks amazing. It's like, yo, dude.
He's an amazing.
He said the Suns are gonna lose the first round because the Suns are gonna lose the first round. No reason
at all. I got this. I got to tell the truth.
Y'all might have so much fun clipping these clips. Oh my god, I'm gonna be crying.
Yeah, make sure you spin this back after the first round too.
I think the sixth seed is where everybody want to be. Everybody want to match up with Sacramento. You fall in the sixth seed. You cool.
Think so?
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you rather match up with Sacramento than the Grizzlies, than the Nuggets. You don't want to match up with the Suns and the Clippers. It's just too much that could happen there.
Yo, Bonus is the real deal.
I agree with you.
I get it, but now one person on that team ever been to the playoffs. Now one person on that team ever been to the playoffs.
That's their only.
And you know it's a different
Achilles heel. They have no experience.
Golden State about to wake up. Golden State gonna wake up. And once they get that playoff patch with the trophy on it,
it's over.
Like, I forgot. I know how to.
It's in the Super Fans.
It's like Popeyes and spinach.
Patch. He said the playoff patch.
I'm activated.
Yo, this is going to be such a crazy turnout. Like, I love this. This makes the NBA feel so balanced.
No, it does.
Like, wow.
I don't see a bad series. I haven't found one yet.
I don't see
the fact that I think the number one seed in the West has no chance is crazy.
Yeah, like I think that's probably the worst series. Honestly,
I think so?
That out of all of the series that I'm looking at, that's the only one that I'm like,
hold on. Y'all think Karl Anthony Towns versus Jokic, Jamal Murray versus Anthony Edwards, You think that's bad?
It's not bad, but it's not.
He's gonna get
It's
the
not.
AFC?
It's not must see TV.
I
it's
think
not
they're gonna
must
get the
see.
AFC. I mean, Jokic is
must-see
must see
TV.
TV. And Cat, he's the best shooting big man of all time. He coming
He
back.
hasn't played since November.
Yeah, but he has played the other day. He was balling.
He played.
No, I'm
Remember?
telling you, he hasn't. He
changed his
just
voice.
came back.
He
He
just
just came
came
back. He's been out
back.
since November.
Right, so he got fresh legs, and he be talking that talk. You don't know. They come in there hot.
Come to the Knicks, man.
Hey, Pat Bev said Anthony Edwards got Michael Jordan potential.
I
What do you
believe
know
it.
about basketball?
Pat Bev has said a lot of ridiculous things in his career
Oh,
too.
that was ridiculous.
Yeah, like every time he get traded, he said, "I wanted to get traded. I wanted to get traded." I love Patrick.
I requested it.
He was like, he's like,
Shout out to Patrick Beverly.
he said, y'all said Minnesota did me bad. I said they did me good. Well, when he was in the Jazz, they gave me $13 million. They did me good.
Shout out to Patrick Beverly. Come do the show if you want. We need you on the show.
That guy's silly.
Hey, Brooklyn Nets, they holding on or they grooving?
They doing both.
Are we gonna ask the guy who got the Brooklyn shirt with the Knicks hat, or are we gonna ask Chris? Who we gonna start with? Or Showtime? What's that?
Ask the guy with the Brooklyn shirt.
With the Knicks hat. Yo, Chris, what you think?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle with Brooklyn. You know, I mean, they have a lot of potential. I mean, Mikal Bridges is playing out of his mind right now. You know, but for the Nets, they're just. It seems like they're gelling pretty well.
They on a 3-game winning streak right now.
I just feel like offensively, they don't have enough to compete with the big dogs in the East.
Yeah, you feel like
Right.
somebody could just turn their water off.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly. Yeah. So that's my only thing with the Nets. I mean, they have a lot of capabilities, especially on the defensive end.
Right.
They have a lot of defenders, like between Dinwiddie, Bridges, what's his name, Dorian Finney-Smith. You got
Yeah.
Claxton as your rim protector. So I feel like Brooklyn is going to be pretty good defensively for, you know, if they keep. I don't know what direction they're going to be going in after this year, but
that sounds like
Keep
a
it-
gritty playoff team, though. That sounds like a gritty playoff team that's gonna fight tooth and nail 6-7 games.
They got no dogs.
right.
They got no
Right,
dogs.
but it's again, it's offensively where I feel like they're gonna have the struggles because now you're relying on Mikal Bridges to not saying anything is wrong with that, but you're competing. Mikal Bridges is competing against the Joel Embiids in the East, the James Hardens in the East.
So right now,
Giannis is in the East.
I mean, listen,
Tatum.
he's at
Jason
what is
The Tatums and Jalen Browns in the East.
Mikhal's been playing like that.
Those are the
though.
big. He has been.
Right.
There's
But
nothing.
did you notice? But did you notice that I noticed 2 players on each of those teams?
Yeah, but then
And
you
now he
name
was being generous. He was being generous.
Yeah, but who has the better defensive team? I mean, you just name a bunch of players that are better defensive.
Drew Holiday and Giannis, 2
No.
great defenders.
Well, I'm looking
Jaylen
at
Brown,
it.
Jason Tatum, 2 great defenders.
I'm looking at it from
I agree.
they're the 6th seed. They're gonna play Joel Embiid and the 76ers.
It's nothing they could do.
I don't think they have enough.
There's nothing they could do.
I think they push it to 7.
Their center
Let me-
is Nick Claxton. What
Philly-
happened to him? When he had KD, he was the defensive player of the year. I ain't hear a word since.
He's been balling still.
He's been balling still.
Who?
He's just not better than Joel Embiid. That's all it is. Like
He's not, but
he's not better than Joel Embiid, and he's not better than Giannis. Like
He's not.
that's- it is what it is.
Claxton?
Claxton, yeah,
Yeah, Claxton ain't enough for
I
Joel
agree.
Embiid.
he's not
I'm just
enough.
saying, he was in the running for defensive player. This is just me taking a jab at the Nets fans. He was in the running. He lost KD. He ain't say nothing.
Yeah,
haven't
but
heard
he
him
wasn't.
talk to the
So,
mic.
so you don't think he can? You don't think he could do nothing with Embiid?
No.
Nothing at all.
You don't think
No.
that team could do?
I think he could play him. I think he could play him a little well, but Joel Embiid is probably he's the most dominant player in
Nothing.
the
You
You
basketball
think
right
Mikal
now.
Bridges could contain James Harden?
No.
No.
This is playoff James now.
Oh yeah. Then in
We
that
gotta
case,
That's
no.
why- That's why
James
they
Harden
answer. That's why I said.
is gonna stop himself. Be
I don't know
respectful.
that.
James
I don't
Harden's
know
gonna
what that
stop
means.
himself.
I don't know what that
James
means.
What do you mean?
James Harden doesn't like to play in the playoffs.
He don't show up sometimes. I think he just probably be out the night before.
He's always the last few years. I've always known him to be in the Western Conference Finals when he is playing. So if that's playoff James, then sure. He has probably the
Okay.
best player. He probably has the best player he's ever played with in his career. So if that's playoff James, sure. Actually, I would go as far as saying this is probably the best team he's ever played with. He got Tyrese Maxey. He has Tobias Harris. He has Joel Embiid. He has a bench full of the defenders. Milton, Thibault. They have a team. I would go as far as saying they probably have the best starting five out of every Eastern Conference team. Which is why they're my
Records.
Exactly.
show
That's what I was
James
gonna say.
Harden
Why
disappears. James Harden disappears.
Disappears and
Joel
disappearing
Embiid
that.
gets injured. Tobias Harris is inconsistent. And who else you said?
He has
Maxey.
Tobias Harris is
He'll
Houdini.
have 20.
Tobias Harris
he'll
is
have 20.
Houdini.
Yeah.
I'll say this. On a bad night for James Harden, I have Embiid. On a night where everyone's playing well, no team could beat them.
My thing is, I don't think Joel's going to be healthy. I think he's going to flatten out. And
That doesn't
James
make
Harden,
sense. How do we?
His records show that he's always injured.
Records do show that he's always injured. Records also do show when he plays, he averages 35.
Correct.
Records also do show that he may be he's number one for MVP this year. So records also show that. There's no answer for him.
I'm not talking about the talent. I think they have the best team on paper, but also on paper next to it is James Harden doesn't show up and Joel Embiid is injured. That's always been a thing with them.
If you were a betting man, who would you bet on?
Between Brooklyn and 76ers?
Sure, we could start there.
76ers.
Okay, why?
Because on paper, they're the better team. I just said that. On paper, they're the better team.
All right,
Will it show? Who knows?
Well, listen, if you're a betting man and that's the bet you would go with, I'm happy with that.
I mean, so now I want to know who wins the East. I mean, Showtime Tone clearly got Philly. Who you got,
I've
Chris?
had Philly all year.
You had Philly all year. Who you got, Chris?
They did have Philly all year.
I got Boston.
You got Boston.
Yep. Got Boston winning the East.
Why?
I just feel like the combination of how well they play defense and can turn it up on the offensive end. I don't feel like, and be able to shoot the ball. I don't think any other Eastern Conference team can do it the way they do on both ends of the floor.
Okay.
As a group.
I mean, my pick
from top to bottom.
My pick to win the East, I would say, fits literally what you just said, and that's the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like they're deep. They have the best player, the most dominant player, I would say, because they have the most dominant player on both ends of the floor, and they're super deep. They got Bobby Portis coming off the bench. They got Jay Crowder coming off the bench. They have Grayson Allen. They got
too much.
They got a lot of stuff coming. They got a lot of. They're deep.
So my reason for not choosing Milwaukee is because I feel like the way they match up with Boston.
Joe Ingles is the player I was thinking of. I couldn't remember. Joe Ingles.
The way they match up with Boston, Giannis is, he's the best player, but he can't shoot the ball. And that plays right into Boston's hands.
He couldn't shoot the ball when they won a championship.
They packed the paint. Well, Phoenix wasn't as good defensively as Boston is.
But the problem is that you got Brook Lopez, who's a legit stretch 5, and he's a defensive player of the year, probably the defensive player of the year.
Wait.
We also just saw what we also
Who?
just saw what Boston did to Milwaukee last week.
Yeah, but that's
Sure. That was on a back-to-back.
Oh no. Pull up Giannis stats. Can we do that?
It was on a back-to-back.
It was on a back-to-back.
Oh God,
It's
this
not
is
the
their job,
playoffs.
bro. It's their job.
Dude, you
No,
can be
it's-
tired.
Stop making excuses, bro.
Okay,
No,
bro.
It's not an excuse.
All right,
If you playing, you
telling
playing.
you
I
what
don't want to hear
happened.
that. Sit out then. Sit
I
out.
agree.
If you're gonna make that excuse, sit out.
They got
Sit out.
beat. They got beat. But they can't. They're not gonna get beat by Boston with 4 games. 4 games in a row. It's not happening.
You don't
Okay.
believe. You don't believe
Okay.
that.
I do, and I promise you, when it happens,
No.
I'll be right back. here.
Not
What?
Robert. Robert Williams is not. How's he gonna be able to play?
Yeah, Al Horford.
How's he gonna play?
They didn't have him last year. They had Al Horford.
Not. You got Chris Middleton here now. Y'all won last
Okay.
year because y'all didn't have Chris. They didn't have Chris Middleton. They got Chris Middleton. They got Jay Crowder and Joe Ingles coming off the bench with Bobby Portis, who's
They got too much.
possibly he's top 3 in 6 man in the year.
They got too much.
I don't see.
And
it.
they also beat them by 30 last week. with Bobby Portis, with Joe Ingles,
We gonna
with
see.
whoever else who came off the bench, they still lost by 30 last week.
We're gonna see.
With Giannis shooting 11 for 27 from the field. By the way, I wanted you to
Yeah,
look
but
it up.
that's-
I already knew.
That's
It was a back-to-back.
that's an anomaly.
It was back-to-back.
That's an anomaly.
You should have sat
Fatigue.
out.
Fatigue happens.
Fatigue happens. It happens.
You can't pay millions of dollars. Nobody ever in their life has said Giannis was tired.
But he said he getting old. The other day he was like, "Damn, we got 4 games in 6 nights. Man, I got 4."
Uh,
That baby
man.
keeping him up all night.
Who you
I
got,
know.
Henny? Who you got
Yeah,
winning the
yeah,
East?
I got 76ers.
He got the Philly. He got Philly too.
he did all of that for you to say Philly was gonna win.
Let me
I
finish.
mean, Philly beat Boston
Pendant-
tonight, so that's a good step forward.
Pendant these things don't come back. They tend to have the best 1-2 team. They always do. Just outside forces tend to take them out. Joel Embiid, he's
True.
very injured. Tobias Harris, he does not show up. So let's see. Ben Simmons, he did not show up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when if they healthy and these things don't affect them. They really got the best team on paper. I don't think anybody can guard those 2 players.
I truly believe Embiid could take them all the way to the finals.
Yeah,
I feel that way. I think he can do it by himself.
he's too talented. He has skill and he's dominant.
There's no answer for him. Andrew Wiggins locked up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown last year. There's nobody who could do that to Joel Embiid.
Yo, do you know how much Joel Embiid has against the Sixers right now?
Against the
40.
Sixers?
52-13
Against
Holy.
Boston?
against Boston. Yeah.
Holy.
Why don't they put Jason Tatum on him? He's a 2-way.
Oh, sorry. Jaylen Brown's not playing. Oh wait, Robert Williams not playing either. My bad. Sorry.
So he'd have had 30.
So he would have a calm 40.
Yeah.
40. That's cool.
It would have been a big difference.
Al Horford is guarding.
He has 52 when they're up 2, or they won by 2. Says a lot. Without
like
Jaylen Brown and Robert Williams, he has 52 and they're winning by 2. Yeah, I'll take my chances with Boston.
Solid.
Oh my gosh. All right, look. Chris got
see.
Boston. He believe in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Showtime Tone and Henny got Philly, Embiid and James Harden. And I got Giannis and the Deep Bucks. We are Eyesonpodium podcast. Appreciate
Nice.
y'all
Yes.
stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let's do
Can't
it.
wait for the playoffs. I can't wait.
He can't wait.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah,
Tryna speak more.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out it. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it.